Hello guys and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I managed to get 947 points in my COMPXM simulation. Before wasting much of your time, let me show you how I did it. In this video, I'll be making COMPXM round 1 decisions, and as you can see here, I'll be required to make decisions in my research and development, my marketing, promotion, human resource, finance, and the total quality management. So I'll start with my research and development. So as I could make good decisions according to what the customers want, I'll have to get the assistance of the report, because this is how I performed. This is the results of the market for the previous year. So I'll go into the market segments. If you look at thrift market segment, you'll see that buyers prefer products that are cheaper, because if you price your product cheaper, you'll sell more compared to anyone who price it higher. So you can look at the top products in thrift segment. You realize that Dell priced his product at 19 and he sold more, then followed by the mean time before failure, because here if you have the highest mean time before failure, you'll sell more. So if you check at my report, the top two products had mean time before failure of 17,000, and that buyers really wanted it, because the customer survey was 30 and 31 respectively. You can see it here, it's 30 and 31 respectively. Then the ideal position has an importance of 15%, because if you look at they want a performance that is close to 5.5 and a size that is close to 14.5. So you can see that apart from the mean time before failure and the pricing, the one which came close was let's say Becker, because it has a performance of 5.0 and 15.0. So moving down to the core market segment, here customers want a product that has a price between 20 and 32, and the importance is 46%. Followed by age, they want a product with an ideal age of 2, and the importance is 20%. If I look at my top products in core segment, I'll notice that the product with the cheapest price sold more units, followed by the product that was close to 2, because if you can look at it, you'll see that this one was being sold at $22, whereas this other product from Andrews was being sold at $32. But since it had the highest mean time before failure, it sold more units. Then reliability, the age reliability of 22,000. Then the next product we have is the nano product. If you look at my nano customer buying criteria, these customers have an importance of 35%, and they want a product with a performance of 9.5 and a size of 8.5. So I look at my top products in nano segment and realize that this seed product had a performance of 10.0 and a size of 8.0, meaning it was closer to what the customers want. That's why you saw it had a market share of 18%. The next thing that the customers in the nano market segment want is price. They want a product of between $28 and $40. You can see that for Able product, its price was $40, and he had a market share of 17%, and he sold around 630 units. Next, the Elite market, they want a product with an age of 0, meaning they want new products or close to new products. The age has an importance of 34%, followed by price, which has an importance of 24%. So without after looking all that, let us go into making our decisions. So I'll start with my aft. So I'll say let me give me my aft. So I'll say let it be 7.6 here. Then this one will be 12.2. So let me put that 12.2. Then I recalculate. So I'll say let me just because it's coming on in April, I want it to come later on in the year. So I'll say let me give it 8.2 and a size of 11.8. So I'll hit the recalculate button. Yeah, it's coming out in late August. For able, I'll say let me give it 11.0 and a size of 7.2. So I'll give it a size of 7.2. Then for acre, I'll give it a 13, size of 13, performance of 13, sorry, and a size of 9.2. So a performance of 9.2. Then for Adam, which is my thrift product, I'll give it a performance of 5.5 and a size of 14.6. I'll give it a size of 14.6. Then I'll recalculate to see how. Then since I'll be using the broad differentiation strategy, I'll introduce 3 new products. So I'll give this one the name Axe, and it will be a crossover product selling both in core, elite, and nano market segment. So I'll give it a performance of 13.0 and a size of 7.0, and the mean time before failure of 22,000. Then since I want to introduce one product in the nano market segment and one product in the elite market segment, I'll see that I'll just call it able. So that is I'll call it able. Then for the other elite product, I'll call it arc. So let me just say I'll call it arc. So I'll give it this one performance of 12.1, size of 6.0, and mean time before failure of 24,000. Then for arc, I'll give it a performance of 14.2 and a size of 8.0, and a mean time before failure of 26. Then I'll hit the recalculate. And now since most of my products are coming out at the end of the year, I'll go and try to reduce the R&D cycle in my TQM. So in the TQM basically influences the outcome of the other departments as it impacts the R&D, and you'll just see how it is done. And I normally prefer that in this first round, I'll invest 1,000 in my TQM in all the initiatives. So So I'll invest 1,000. You should note that there is no additional benefit if you spend more than 2,000 in a given initiative for each round, or if you spend more than 4,000 in the entire simulation, there is no any additional benefit. Now, after investing in my total quality management, you can see that my projected cumulative impact for my material cost, it will reduce from ranging from 1.7% to 2.2%. My labor cost reduction will be from 2.2% to 2.8%. My reduction in R&D cycle time will be from 11.1% and 14.1%. My reduction to admin cost 16.4% to 22.1%. My demand increase will increase by 2.1% and 2.9%. So let's move on to my R&D to see, because after investing, I want to see, yeah, this one, they are coming both in late August and July. So let's move to my marketing. Under my marketing, I'll price my this first year. So I'll look into my report. So I'll start with my thrift market. So this is not thrift, so this is aft. So aft is in the core market segment, and I can see that most of my competitors are pricing theirs. This one is 22, mine was at 32, so I'll price it at 29. Then I'll invest 2 million in my promo budget. So this is 2 million, so let me just say 2,000. Then 2,000 again in my sales budget. So I'll invest 2 million on each. So as investing 2 million will help me have a high awareness and accessibility among my competitors. Then the Adam being in the thrift market segment, I can see that this one priced is at $19. So mine being at 26 is more expensively, so I'll cut it down to 20. Now, yeah, so in forecasting, I'll I'll produce 2,000. I might sell 2,000. Here I'll sell 1,350. Here I'll sell 1,300. And here I'll sell 1,950. You might be wondering how I did my forecasting. What I basically did is that I took last year unit and added the growth rate units that I had calculated. So let's move to my human resource. Under my human resource, I'll invest here 5,000 maximally, because the higher, if I use the highest value to recruit, it will give me the most qualified staff, and they'll help me in improving my productivity. Then my training hours, I'll maximize it to 80, and you see that this will improve the quality of my current employees. High quality employees will increase efficiency, and this one will help me in saving my cost. It will also give me my human resource points in the balance scorecard. mentioning balance scorecard, we can go and check it to see how we are performing, because so I'll check on my balance scorecard. We are having 54.6. So we don't have any points in the stock out and days of working capital. Contribution margin, again, we are still low. So let's move on to production. Under the production, I normally start with automation. So the thrift, I normally give it an automation of 9, because I want to automate it to 10 as soon as possible. And automation will lower my labor cost, because in thrift and co, customers really prefer products that are cheaper compared to others. So for you to minimize on cost, you just have to invest on automation. So this one, I'll give it automation of 7. Then this one, I'll give it an automation of 5. And this one again, I'll give it an automation of 5. Then I'll buy these other ones, the new products, I'll give them an automation of 4. Because with the new products, again, you just have to produce, because although they'll not sell much in the initial years because they are new, but you just have to invest in automation and buying capacity. In production schedule, the first one here, I'll say I'll produce 2000, followed by, again, this one I'll produce 1100. Again, this one also I'll produce 1100. Adam I'll produce 1200. Then for my capacity, because I want to buy capacity for these new products so that I'll be able to manufacture them. So I'll buy 300 for each. Seeing I still have some money in my investment, because you don't have to exceed this maximum investment that is shown here. So I still have some money. So I'll invest 100, because it's like I'm straining my second shift production. This one is more than 50, this one is more than 50, this one is more than 50. So I'll buy here capacity 100, because I want to increase my capacity. Again, I'll buy here 100 to see, then I'll calculate. So still I have some money left. I can buy here let me say I'll buy here again 100, because I want to increase my production. So that's more than what I could be offered. So let me say I'll buy here 50. So it's still more. Let me say I don't buy in so that's good. So let me say 80. Then this one 80. Then this one 80. I buy 80 in each one. Then again this one 80, because I want to improve on my production. Yeah, that's maximally. So let us check on our balance scorecard. If you check on our balance scorecard, you see that we have 61.3. We have improved from 54. So let us look at our ratios to see how we are doing. My leverage is 1.4. My days of working capital is 18. I need to raise it up. And if you want to raise your If you want to increase your leverage, you retire stock, you issue dividend, you issue current debt, and you issue long-term debt. If you want to decrease your leverage, you'll issue stock and you retire long-term loan. If I want to increase my days of working capital, I'll issue stock and issue long-term debt. If I want to decrease my days of working capital, I'll retire stock, dividend, and retire long-term debt. And because I want to increase my leverage and my days of working capital, I'll have to issue stock and issue long-term debt. So let's go to finance. So here I'll borrow 20. Then here I'll borrow the maximum that I can be given. So 14,722. So you calculate my cash position is 33. Because I have too much retained earnings, I'll not issue stock. And to ensure that I have a positive cash flow, that's why you see my cash position next year is 33,000. So let us check on our pro forma, on our balance scorecard, to see how much what is my projected. So my internet is slow. My projection is 67.7 out of 80. I think that's good. It will rise with as I progress with my simulation. So those are the decisions that I made for my round 1 COMPXM.